I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm answering one of your guys' toughest questions that you have ever asked me before. You guys wanted a top 5 video on ways to make gold in ESO that don't require a gold trader or any other people. So basically, these are 5 gold methods that basically can be done as if nobody else is online in the entire server. It's as if you're playing on your own. All these little silly gooses running behind me, pretend they don't exist, turn their nameplates off. They're not even there. So we're going to go over 5 main methods that you can do for this, as well as a bit of what the pros and cons are to each one, as well as some ways to make it better. And let us jump into number 1. The number 1 way that you can farm gold in the Elder Scrolls Online is actually to just do your daily writs. You may have gotten that hint from me already being inside of Somerset. However, most people associate doing daily crafting writs with gold materials, but many people forget that if you do all of your daily writs, you get 5,000 gold per character. This can be done across all of your characters, and it's independent of your crafting level. The reason that I'm in Somerset doing this is just my personal favorite place to do my crafting writs. Some people prefer Vivek City, some players prefer, half a dozen different places. For me, it's Somerset. It's beautiful. I love the scenery. I love the architecture. It's got little flowers above you. How can you not like that? But doing these will give you not only experience towards your crafting levels, they can be done at any level in the game, and they will scale to the difficulty of your crafting. So you may only have to make like level 3 iron daggers if you're a low level, and you're still going to be able to turn in all of these here and get 5,000 for turning in all of these, as well as the experience, rolls for gold mats, and so on and so forth. You are able to make yourself an Imperial. That will give you a little bit more gold when you turn in these quests, but this is overall my favorite method to do, and this is not my Twilight Matriarch, by the way, so don't yell at me. This is my favorite method to do, and it is definitely a great gold getter for you, and just as a final reminder, you could do this on all of your characters every single day. Next up, we have Reverie. We're in the number 1 place for you to go and farm stolen pickpocketed goods. We're inside of the Ebon Heart, inside of Stone Falls, and we are over at the dock. Each of these individuals is able to be pickpocketed for some easily stolen goods. You see that they are precariously all positioned away from each other to where you're easily able to pickpocket them 2 times and then assassinate them with the Blade of Woe. If you do not know what the Blade of Woe is, it just makes doing this farming method significantly easier. All you have to do is complete the starter quest in the Gold Coast, and you'll be able to assassinate people with the Blade of Woe. You can see that if I go crouched, it gives me the option, hey, would I like to assassinate this person? You do have to be undetected, but overall, this is still a great method for you guys to farm these. Again, pickpocket twice, then assassinate, and you'll be able to loot again. And then what you're going to want to go do is just head over to any, Thieves Guild, then Outlaw Refuge, and then you're able to sell these stolen goods. No players involved. You can pretend that they don't exist. You're just selling your stolen goods to them, and if you do it properly, you will not make Ember Med. I have Isabel out right now. She's looking at me like, what are we doing over here, Jake? We're not nothing. We're not doing any sort of crimes or nothing. No crime. No criminal here. I have her report maxed out. I can't afford to lose it now. Now let's say you really want to sell stolen goods, but you don't have you don't have the Blade of Woe. You don't have the ability really to pickpocket people very successfully. What's the alternative? Well, there is an alternative. For those of you who have already picked up on what it is, you may even recognize where I am. I am outside of Dragonstar Arena. Might not be clicking for you what we will be doing, but basically, you're going to murder every civilian here. Now you might think, Jake, that's crazy, and it is. There are people who farm like this. What you do, you take a character that you don't plan to go in any major city with, and you just start massacring civilians. There's no guards here, so nobody will kill you, essentially, and you just take out all the civilians, and then you loot all of the goods off their body, and then you basically just walk your bloated self over to a Thieves Guild refuge, and you sell all those stolen goods. Although stolen is probably not the right word to use in this context, but This is one of the more popular places to do it. There's quite a few places to go and murder civilians, but when I was testing this out a while ago and debating on if I should make it its own video, I did like this zone the best because it had low traffic of people. This is one that, while obviously it doesn't require other people, you don't have to trade them anything, other people will sometimes come and kind of barge in on your method. So just to keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that your goals will be significantly easier based on the passives that you have. Ideally, you want to be in the Thieves Guild because Swiftly Forgotten will be extremely helpful. The character that you do this on, as well as Haggling, is going to be helpful. Clemency and Timely Escape is not going to be as helpful for you, but those are just kind of food for thought. And as you level up, you're going to be leveling up your Ledgerman, and you're going to want to make sure that you get the Trafficker perk. This increases the number of items that you can sell per day to the fence. However, it's important to note that as you pickpocket and as you sell stolen goods and as you do all these other things, you will be leveling up this skill line as well. So either of the methods that you should so choose to do, we'll be working on those skill lines, so both of which will be great for you to get a handle on and make some easy gold. You probably recognize where we are. We are inside of Artaeum because this is the #1 place to scry. Now, if you were to scry, would you make decent gold from it? The answer is, you make about 28 to 30,000 gold if you were hoofing it. Why we're in Artaeum per se is because inside of Artaeum, there's no mobs that are going to attack you. So basically, you don't have to worry about wave clearing. There's also very few spawns. So while, we may, as soon as we get to this dig site here, we may scry again and get the exact same dig site again. But some other benefits to scrying is you're able to get a one-time purple lead from every single zone, which can be really good for you. You are also able to get the 100k Al-Esh coin, both of which I have videos on, so if you would like to see how to min-max your chance to scry and use that as a specific gold making method, I suggest that you check out those videos and you're able to learn as to if it's something that you should be farming or is it more just a bit of a dud. But at the end of the day, your ability to scry and if scrying is worth it for you is, going to depend on your circumstances and your desire to do mundane activities on repeat, but it doesn't require other players. These are things that you can only sell to the NPCs, and because of that, it makes it on the list. Next up, we have world events, as well as public dungeons, Imperial City / farming dungeons. Now, you might think to yourself, well, that's very peculiar, Jake. This sounds like content that kind of has to be done with other people, but let me explain. So generally you're going to be getting a lot of really nice rewards when you complete world events such as dungeons. You can see right now I'm doing Hero Storms, or you could be doing the events. You could be farming and killing dragons that have invaded your homeland. A whole bunch of little things that you could do. And why it's really nice to do that is when you complete these, you're either going to be getting treasures, which is what we've been getting this whole time, as well as other, really good things that you're able to sell to traders, such as gear that you're not going to use, pieces that are ornate, and so on and so forth. You're really going to be farming a lot of these, doing any of those types of content. Again, that's world events, such as your Dolems / Anchors, your Hero Storms, your Dragons, your Vents, your whatever you call the things down in Somerset, your Geysers, and so on. You're also going to be able to get a pretty good amount from public dungeons by killing the public dungeon bosses. I would say definitely the #1 place to go do that in is going to go be the Forgotten Crypts. Now, you are going to get some really good gear that could be selling for a little bit of money on a guild trader, but we don't have to pretend that that counts. It doesn't count, and I'm just saying, it'd be kind of cool if you did that too, just throwing it out there. And if you're farming just normal dungeons. Now, if you wanted to farm like Fungal Grotto 1, it's a dungeon that can be completed in between 3 to 5 minutes solo. So if you were interested in dungeon farming and doing it solo or with a group of people, you're able to do that also, as well as farming random dungeons, as you're able to get a bunch of gear that you're able to quick sell for some gold. I was actually trying to see how much gold I was making per Hero Storm, and I was making like between 1,000 to 4,000 in instant sellable things. Now, some of those items would have been better if I kept and sold on the market, but again, this is just a video, but I'm just pointing it out there, especially right now as that Hero Storm was defeated very, very quickly, and I could run to that Hero Storm and probably complete it also instantaneously, and it is very, very nice to be able to, farm these world events very quickly, as well as roll for those decent rewards, because you may also want to use some of the sets from here. So if you wanted to actually make pretty quick gold, I would say if you're interested, go farm some Hero Storms. Don't forget, too, to pick up your daily quests from both the Reach as well as Western Skyrim to defeat a Hero Storm, as that will be giving you extra rewards. Even if you don't want to sell those rewards, anytime you're farming Hero Storms, just grab those 2 quests, as, hey, extra rewards for the same amount of labor. I won't make my generic joke again, but you already know what it is. So that is going to wrap up the video. Do you guys want more gold making method videos? What else can I produce for you? And as a final reminder, please remember to leave a comment in the comments below. I pull 2 comments at the beginning of every month, so come December 1st, which is only a couple days away, I pull a comment from a subscriber, and then a comment from subscriber/everyone else. The pool of everybody, 33% of you are subscribed. Let's get that to 34%, or at least 33.1%. I think we can do it. With your help, we'll be able to achieve it. But let me know in the comments below, what other gold methods do you have? Any other videos I can make to help you with gold farming? Is there anything else that I could do economic-wise to help you guys either get into the trading economy, get into the solo farming economy, get you guys into anything that you're interested in? As again, this is your channel as much as it is mine, and I want to do everything I can to kind of help bridge those gaps and teach you everything that I can. So, as always, put it in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.
Post credits, just know that I'm trying to fix my streaming setup, as yesterday it shit the brick after an hour. I think I'm going to upgrade my entire Mac to something that's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, so stay tuned for that, but just know that I appreciate you guys for watching and stopping by. The support that you guys give on these videos, the likes, the comments, the views, it all helps, me kind of upgrade and continue to get better and better at these things. So just want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, and you guys are the best. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow too, so look forward to that, please. Bye, guys.